Manipulators often employ guilt to achieve their goals, making you feel responsible for their emotions or outcomes. They might say things like, "If you truly cared about me, you would do this," placing the burden on you to meet their demands. This tactic can instill a sense of obligation, pushing you to act against your better judgment. It's crucial to remember that you are not responsible for someone else's happiness or choices. Another common method is emotional blackmail, where manipulators threaten to withdraw affection, support, or even resort to self-destructive behaviors if you don't comply with their demands. They may assert, "If you don't help me, I don't know what I'll do," creating an urgent sense of pressure. When confronted with emotional blackmail, it's vital to pause, recognize the manipulation, and resist the urge to capitulate out of fear. Remind yourself that prioritizing your own needs and well-being is entirely acceptable. Furthermore, manipulators might use charm and flattery to win you over. They often know how to tap into your insecurities or desires, making you feel special or appreciated. However, be cautious, as this charm can be superficial and fleeting. Pay attention to their actions over time. If someone consistently makes you feel inadequate or unworthy after their flattery fades, it's a significant red flag. Genuine relationships are founded on mutual respect and authentic appreciation, not merely on momentary words. It's also essential to heed your instincts. If something feels off in a relationship, listen to that inner voice. Often, our intuition picks up on cues that our conscious mind may overlook. If someone regularly leaves you feeling drained, anxious, or questioning your reality, it's time to reassess the relationship. Trust that feeling. It's your mind's way of shielding you from potential harm. To bolster your defenses against manipulators, consider crafting a personal mantra that affirms your worth and boundaries. Phrases like, "I deserve respect" or "my feelings matter" can reinforce your self-esteem and remind you of your value. This self-affirmation can empower you when confronted with manipulative behaviors. Practice asserting yourself when you notice manipulation. Calmly addressing the issue directly can be effective. For instance, if someone attempts to guilt you into a decision, you might respond with, "I hear what you're saying, but I need to make a choice that feels right for me." This approach upholds your boundaries while acknowledging the other person's perspective. It's crucial to remain calm and composed, preventing the manipulator from gaining the upper hand. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. Such relationships help reinforce your self-worth and provide a buffer against manipulative behavior. A strong support system makes it easier to recognize when someone is crossing a line or trying to manipulate you. Think of boundaries as a fence around a garden. Without that fence, anyone can trample through, uprooting flowers and leaving a mess. With the fence in place, you declare that this space is important, deserving of care, and only those who respect it are welcome. The same principle applies to your emotional and mental space. You invite individuals into your life who honor your values, time, and energy, while keeping out those who seek to manipulate or take advantage. Setting boundaries also involves honoring your own feelings. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that prioritizing our needs is selfish, and that saying no equates to being unkind. However, true kindness begins with being kind to yourself. It means recognizing when a situation or relationship takes more from you than it gives. It involves choosing to protect your energy, allowing you to be fully present in the moments and relationships that truly matter. Consider a work environment where a colleague consistently tries to shift their responsibilities onto you, always with a smile and an excuse. They might say things like, "You're so much better at this, can you handle it?" Or, "I'm just swamped, could you take care of it for me?" It's easy to fall into the trap of overextending yourself, but this is where boundaries become essential. A response like, "I have my own workload to manage, but I can help you find a solution," respects both your time and theirs. It communicates, "I'm willing to support, but I will not sacrifice myself." Here's the beauty of boundaries. They empower you to engage more fully with those who truly deserve your attention. When you safeguard your energy from those who drain it, you can give more to those who appreciate it. You become more present, engaged, and at peace with yourself. Boundaries enable you to filter out those who take without giving, and create space for those who respect and uplift you. It's important to recognize that setting boundaries is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. There will be moments when you must reinforce your limits, times when others test your firmness. Each time you hold that line, you build a stronger sense of self-worth. You remind yourself that your needs matter, your time is valuable, and you deserve relationships grounded in mutual respect. Don't hesitate to establish those boundaries. Be clear about what you need and what you will no longer tolerate. It's not about building walls. It's about creating a safe space for yourself, a space where you can grow, thrive, and cultivate connections rooted in love, respect, and authenticity. Each time you honor your boundaries, you take a step closer to living a life that reflects your true worth and power. There's a voice within you that knows the truth, even when the world tries to convince you otherwise. That voice is your intuition, your inner companion, guiding you through life's challenges, especially when you're faced with manipulation. It's the feeling you experience when something just doesn't sit right, when a situation or a person's intentions seem off, even if everything appears fine on the surface. Trusting that voice can be one of the most potent methods to protect yourself from manipulation. Consider those moments when you sensed something was off about someone. You may not have been able to pinpoint the issue, but a subtle feeling, like a knot in your stomach or a creeping sense of unease, alerted you to their disingenuousness. Those feelings are not random. They are your intuition's way of sending signals, trying to warn you. Yet, how often do we dismiss those feelings, convincing ourselves we're just being paranoid or overly sensitive? Imagine sitting across the table from a friend who consistently turns every conversation into a chance to get what they want. They flatter you and make promises, yet deep down you feel uneasy. There's a voice inside you saying, "Something's not right here." That voice is your intuition, urging you to pay attention, to be cautious. Trusting your intuition means listening to that inner voice, even when it's inconvenient, even when it challenges you to confront uncomfortable truths. Your intuition acts as a guardian, always looking out for your best interests. It can recognize manipulation long before your rational mind catches up. It notices subtle shifts in tone when someone is attempting to guilt trip you and picks up on changes in body language when someone is being disingenuous. It's not just about noticing, it's about acting on those feelings. It takes courage to say, "I don't know why, but something feels off, and I need to step back." Let's be clear. Trusting your intuition doesn't mean making snap judgments or cutting people off at the first sign of trouble. It means giving yourself permission to pause, reflect, and consider what your feelings are trying to tell you. If someone's behavior makes you uncomfortable, trust that discomfort. Use it as an opportunity to ask questions, observe more closely, and set boundaries if necessary. You don't owe anyone an explanation for listening to your gut. Your first obligation is to protect your well-being and peace of mind. Ignoring your intuition often leads to regret. Reflect on a time when you disregarded that inner voice, brushed off feelings of unease, and moved forward, only to feel taken advantage of or betrayed. It's a painful lesson, isn't it? But it serves as a reminder that your intuition is a gift, a tool for navigating relationships and situations with clarity and confidence. In a world where people may try to manipulate or deceive you, your intuition can serve as a beacon of truth. It's that quiet whisper that tells you, "You deserve better than this," or "You're being played. Be cautious." It's the nudge that reminds you to stay true to yourself, even when someone else's words try to sway you. Trusting your intuition is an act of self-respect, a way of honoring the wisdom within you. It's easy to doubt yourself, especially if you've been told you're overreacting or imagining things. But remember, your intuition doesn't lie. It's not meant to create fear, it's there to protect you. As you begin to trust it, you'll find it easier to spot manipulation, recognize when someone's intentions aren't pure, and steer clear of situations that don't serve you. So, when that feeling in your gut arises, listen. When your intuition speaks, pay attention. Let it guide you away from those who try to manipulate and toward relationships rooted in genuine respect and honesty. Trust yourself enough to know that you have the ability to discern the truth, even when it's not apparent. By trusting your intuition, you're not just defending against manipulation, you're embracing your power. You're harnessing the strength that comes from knowing and trusting yourself fully. This inner wisdom is a strength that no one can take away from you.